I feel like I just filmed a video. Oh wait, I did. Hey, it's MJ, and I am filming this video right after I filmed last week's video. So if you want to see how I did my face for this video, go watch last week's video. I'm just trying to get some stuff filmed so I don't have to like worry about it on Sunday like I usually do, just in case, you know, I'm busy. But I had a lot of favorites in February, and that is what I'm going to be doing today, is my review of my February favorites. And I feel like there are some months where I have so many favorites and I forget about every single one of them. Every single one. So I feel like some of the things that I probably really liked this last month, I probably still have packed or do not have with me. And my mascara is getting in my eye and it kind of hurts. It could just be an eyelash. I don't know. Eyelashes are supposed to protect you from getting dirt in your eye, and then you get an eyelash in your eye and no true pain. I'm going to run you guys through my favorites from this last month. And I can't believe February is over. Like, we're already in March, which is, I feel like, really impossible. Like, really impossible to believe that we're already in the third month of 2018. Like, it does not feel like we should be in the third month of 2018, but guess what? Here we are. So, I'm actually going to do this one first, just because I've had this for several months, and I can't, like, hang it up anywhere because I'm not hanging anything on the walls in my apartment right now. But I was really excited when I found this, and I found it at Home Goods. That place is amazing. If you've never been to a Home Goods and you have one near you, go. It's amazing. But I am a huge fan of artwork. I'm a huge fan of art. Some people don't know that, but I'm a huge art lover. Like, I absolutely love going to museums, like art museums. One of my goals is to go to the Louvre and the Musée d'Orsay and, you know, all these museums all over Europe that have all sorts, and the MoMA in New York and all of this, that all have, you know, my favorite pieces of art. And I'll get there eventually, just not yet. But this piece, I cannot wait to hang up, and I gotta turn it around because it is very heavy, because it is glass, and you're probably not gonna be able to see it. Oh yeah. You see my ring light? It is a picture of, or is it pen and ink drawing of Big Ben and the bridge outside of Parliament, which I was really excited about when I found it. And I was like, man, I can't leave here without this. Like, I need it. I need it. But I love artwork. I have artwork everywhere. It drives me insane when I don't have like stuff on the walls, because then it feels very institutional. And if you don't know that feeling, I hope you never have to deal with that feeling. And I feel like, again, I have something in my eye and my hair is not doing what I needed to do. Whatever. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do beauty next. I have 3 beauty items, right? 3 beauty items? You liked 3 beauty things this last month? Yes. Yes, I did. My first is NYX's Worth the Hype mascara. And hold on, I actually did this in my video for last week. Worth the Hype mascara. It is my new favorite mascara. I'm wearing it right now. I absolutely love it. Granted, I have, I think, an eyelash in my eye and it kind of hurts, but I think that that is my favorite mascara right now. It's not super expensive. It's NYX, and I feel like whenever I have a NYX product, I usually really like it. And this is no different. Like, I kept seeing this on Instagram and people were just like, it's the best, it's amazing. And I'm just like, is it? Is it though? It is. It is. It is my favorite mascara right now. And like, the length of my eyelashes right now is phenomenal, and it's with 1 coat. If I had 2 or 3 coats on, I feel like my eyelashes would look amazing. But beyond that, I think that this is one of my favorite products from the last month, and I found myself reaching for it, and I know that I reached for it today, and I will be reaching for it a lot, probably in March. Next. Now, this is my Anastasia, whatever you want to call it, Beverly Hills Prism palette, and I bought this in probably December, November, and I didn't really use it because it was kind of just like, alright, I have to pack everything, everything's gonna get packed, I'll use it when I move down there. Before I moved, I found myself reaching for this palette all of February. Every time I put my eyeshadow on, I was reaching for this palette, and I wasn't sure how I felt. Oh man, my brush fell. Whatever. I wasn't sure how I felt about some of these colors. Like, this is like an acid green, which you can't really there, which is like, it's a color that I feel like I would never wear usually, but now I want to wear it. Like, I'd love to pair these 2 colors and maybe even this black, but I found myself reaching for it a lot. The shades are very highly pigmented. Oops, I keep dropping everything. They're very highly pigmented, They look really good, they blend amazingly, and I found myself reaching for it so much last month. And I feel like I do that with eyeshadow palettes where I'll be like, man, I really like this one, and then that's the only one I use for the entire month. And I feel like kind of that one was what I did last month, was I reached for it over and over again because I wanted to experiment with the colors. I wanted to use the shades because they are very highly pigmented and they're very nice. They feel really nice. They blend really well, and I feel like I've already said that, but I was a huge fan of it in the month of February. All right, next, last beauty item, and I feel like Soap and Glory ends up in my favorite. It was in focus. Oh, whatever. I feel like Soap and Glory ends up in my favorites like every month. I feel like at least almost every month, at least 50% of my favorites videos, something from Soap and Glory has shown up in the video. Now, I am a huge fan of the brand, and during the winter, of course, I find myself reaching for lotion, and this lotion is amazing. I think I have a little one of Sugar Crush in my backpack. I have like the Righteous Butter body butter in my bathroom. I have this in my bathroom. I have so many Soap and Glory products. It's hilarious. But I love, because this is the original scent. I'm a huge fan of the original scent. I'm a huge fan of Sugar Crush. I even like Orangeasm. Or whatever the orange one is. It's some dirty name like that. It's great. But I have gotten so many people into Soap and Glory because of this scent. Their original scent is probably my favorite. It's very refreshing. It's very light. And I always end up reaching for this. And I've reached for this for well over a year now. But I feel like it's just one of those things of I keep forgetting that I have it, even though it's right next to my sink. Okay. So 3 more things, well, actually 4 more things, and my camera is going to run out of memory, which makes me really sad. Okay, so something that I've had for a while, oh man, my tin is all screwed up. Something I've had for a while is my David's tea, which I love David's tea. It is probably currently my favorite like loose tea brand, and there aren't any down here, which makes me really sad. But this is David's Tea Honey Black, which I feel like I lived on in February, and I have so much left. Like it smells like honey, which is the best thing in the entire world. I have like 7 or 8 tins of David's tea. My tea calendar at Christmas, if you guys remember, during 12 Days of MJ was from David's Tea, and I'm really sad that there is not a David's Tea locally, that I have to like order everything. I mean, that's per usual, I feel like, for a lot of the things down here. My closest Lush is in Tulsa. That's like an hour and a half away from here. But I feel like I wish that there was a David's Tea down here, because then I could get more and not have to order it on the internet. I feel like I was introduced to this in Chicago, and like it's a big thing in Canada, and I feel like whenever I'm watching like Simply Nailogical, Christine, her videos, like she did mixing all of her teas, and I was just like, man, now I want some tea. So I'm a huge fan of David's tea. This I keep reaching for. I plan on buying more, but I want to get their detox tea. There's one with like lemon and cayenne pepper in it, and I really, really want to try it. And I have to order some probably here shortly. But David's tea is definitely something I reached for quite a bit last month, and something I will probably reach for the next month, and the next month after that, and probably the month after that too, because this is definitely one of my favorites. And this has been a favorite of mine for quite a while, but I didn't know I could get it down here until I walked into the store, and that's digestive wheat biscuit. I got introduced to these because there's like a British food section, Meijer, near where I lived, but here I don't have Meijer. This is, however, like the Walmart capital of the world, because, I mean, this is where they're from, is Bentonville, Arkansas, and that's where I live now. I walked in and I saw these, and I'm like, man, I can't leave without these. These are my favorite. Like, you put them in tea, and again, I absolutely love these ones. These are my absolute favorite, and I was very, very happy to be able to see them in a store today. I was really, really happy, actually. And I'm trying not to make this go away, but these are my absolute favorite. They're amazing in tea. They're just amazing in that awkward moment when your memory card fills up and you have to get a new one. Luckily, I had a second one sitting here because I'm like, I'm probably going to run out of memory because I can talk for days. And I feel like my lighting on this one is so much different than my lighting on my makeup video, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. I don't understand why my camera picks up some lighting and not other lighting. I don't know, maybe it's my shirt. I don't know, but it's so frustrating. Okay, one final thing that I absolutely loved in February, and that was, I saw it 2 weeks ago, and I'm still thinking about it. It was an amazing film. I think it's now cracked the top 3 of my favorite Marvel movies, and if you guys have been following me or follow me on social media or anything like that, you know how much of a fan of Marvel and comic books that I am. Like, I have all my comic books sitting over there. I would like move this and show you guys, but I feel like I would break something. And you can actually see my little Black Panther. Wait, right there. And then there's one right there. I have very few pop figures in this apartment because I'm afraid somebody's going to steal them. I was a huge fan of the film. It was one of the best Marvel movies I have ever seen. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I'm still thinking about it like 2.5 weeks later. It was one of those movies that I feel like is a defining movie. And you know, it's still what, like #1 in the world. And it's been out for almost like, what, 3 weeks? Almost 4 weeks. My neighbors are vacuuming. I mean, I need to vacuum too, but it's very loud. Like, I feel like that's me living in an apartment, is I don't know how I feel about, like, my neighbors singing and the neighbor upstairs walking around like an elephant. But I absolutely love Black Panther. I loved Black Panther in Civil War. I was really excited when Black Panther was announced for Civil War. And again, I feel like I've been getting more into comic books in the last several years. And Black Panther is one of the comics that I really don't have because I'm not sure where to start. But I'm not sure where to start with any of the series. So I really need to ask a couple of my friends who have been collecting comic books for a really long time where I should start. What I should start with. Like, do I just walk into Barnes & Noble and pick out the first Black Panther comic I see? But I thought it was a visually stunning film. The acting was great. The plot was amazing. Like, I absolutely love the movie. And I wish I could go see it again. Like, if you haven't gone and seen it, go see it. If you can find a theater that shows it. If not, like, just wait till it comes out on DVD, I guess. Like, Thor Ragnarok just came out, and by the time you guys are watching this, I'll already own it, which I'm really excited about because I really liked it also. Like, my top 3 like Marvel movies of the last like 5 years are like The Winter Soldier, Thor Ragnarok, and Black Panther, and for very, very different reasons. But I feel like every time Marvel comes out with a new movie, that movie suddenly becomes my new favorite, because every time Marvel comes out with a movie, it's like they are upping themselves every single time, and I'm not mad about it. I'm super nervous for Infinity War Part 1, which comes out in 2 months, or yeah, 2 months, which is crazy, and they moved up the date, and I won't be home that weekend. I will be at a wedding, but I am so excited for that movie. Coming off like the high that was Black Panther, and coming off the high that was Thor Ragnarok last fall, I am so excited. It was an amazing film. I would go see it over and over again. Absolutely loved it. The music was awesome. Like, I was listening to Pray For Me like over and over again after I saw it, which, you know, I feel like I'm sitting here like, oh, like I was in this movie theater, which was super nice. Like, there was reclining chairs. I've never been in a movie theater with reclining chairs before. It was amazing. And watching this amazing film just like take over the world. Like, that's how I feel though, is it's just like, all right, this movie was amazing. How can Marvel one-up this with Infinity War? And I'm not sure if they can. Like, I'm so excited for Infinity War, but Black Panther was just such an amazing film. Amazing film. And I was so excited to see it. I'd see it again. It was awesome. But I think that that is it for me this week. I will see you guys next week with another video. You can follow me on social media. My Instagram and my Twitter are below. You can like this video. You can comment on this video. You can subscribe to my channel, because this is pretty much what I do every month. I think it's fun. I think I'm funny. I'm probably wrong, but... And I think next week, if my math is, nope, my math is not right. I was going to say next week is St. Patrick's Day. Actually, it might be. I have no clue. I think it might be, actually. Or this week. Hold on, I'm going to look because I'm filming this on like the 4th. So let me see if... Oh, I actually have a message. Oh, yeah, by the way, maybe I will, actually, yeah, nope, late this week. You guys, St. Patrick's Day is Saturday, because by the time this goes up, it will be the 12th. St. Patrick's Day is Saturday. Hopefully I'll be making Irish soda bread, which I'm really, really excited for. Maybe I'll make a video. Probably not, because my parents will be in town. Who knows? I might make it before then. I don't know. I have no idea if I'm even in focus right now. I feel like this is my life. You guys, this is my life, and it's not very good. I'm sorry. I'm still looking for places to film. I will eventually do an apartment tour and show you guys everything in my apartment, but right now it is still kind of a mess, and I don't really want that to be up on the internet. But again, I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a great week. Bye!